Ayo, what's good? It's your favorite Straw Hat Nico. Talk about moment by moment and what I think the theme of it is. I'm pretty sure it's perception based on everything I've seen so far. I've watched at least 6.5 episodes, maybe 7, and it's really wild with this seasoning, bro. I love this anime, and it got me thinking. There really is three sides to every story. One side is Juri, the main character. She wants to save her nephew and her brother because they got kidnapped and they were told if they don't produce 5 million yen in 30 minutes and go to their location, they will be killed. And there's no if, and, or buts about it. If they call the police or do anything funny or even late, they'll get killed, no hesitation. So obviously, things are kind of spicy right now. So what Jerry's grandfather told us is he'll use a stone to start a stasis. So during stasis, everyone who did not touch the stone is technically stalled. They're frozen in time. They can't do anything. And Jerry's grandfather was saying he didn't mention this earlier because he didn't want Jerry and her family to do wild and reckless things. Because if you do wild and reckless things like crimes, you'll turn into a herald. Heralds protect the stalled, people that cannot move because they're frozen in time. And we learned the way it works is heralds can detect killing intent, and when they realize you're trying to kill somebody, they'll try to kill you first, and that's GG no re. So according to what we learned is immunization, and their side is they're saying that the stone that Jerry's grandfather had, which he got from his grandfather, it always belonged to them and it got stolen and they need it for their evil purposes. And they treat the heralds kind of like gods and they'll do whatever it takes to learn more about them, even killing their own members just for purpose of research. So they're really twisted and they're doing all this stuff like steal Jerry's family just for their religion. The organization, that's some wild stuff, isn't it? And do whatever it takes to stop Jerry and her grandfather from progressing any way they can. One girl in this organization, her main goal is to save her family because they became heralds and she basically kills anyone or just enough people she can rescue her whole family. And that's kind of creepy, but I get why she's doing it. She lost her family at a very young age, and this organization is probably the best opportunity to learn about heralds and maybe save her family. But then later in the series, she needs help with Jerry. But it turns out her and Jerry are not the best of friends. And it's like, hey, you help me, I help you. You help me with my family, help you get your family back. Deal, deal. And that's what's going on right now. I'm like halfway through episode 7, but I said, you know what? I have to make this into a video. This show's way too spicy. But look. It's all about perception. So organizations believe they're doing the right thing. They deserve the stone because they need it, even though technically Jerry and her grandfather were saying it belongs to their family. It's always been a part of their household. So how could it possibly be something that they stolen? They grew up with this stone and they always knew about it. And we learned that Jerry's grandfather, he did stasis ever since Jerry was a kid, but he didn't tell her what it was, and he somehow actually forgot all about it. And all because of Jerry not wanting to leave stasis because her dog died. That's what kind of caused that one girl was talking about to lose her family, because they were stuck in stasis, and for some reason it's like they just gave up the will to live and started to turn into heralds and they were gone, and she was so heartbroken when it happened. And I don't know how anyone can recover something like that, but the thing is, that same girl was saying essentially she has to be careful. If the organization finds out what she's doing, they may kill her or threaten her. So she needs Jerry to hurry up and help her get her family back. And it seems like towards episode 6 and 7, she's at least saving her brother and one other person, I think her mother. Don't quote me on that. But anyways, it's interesting to me, the show, because it's not the most spiciest thing I've ever seen, but the way they do it, it all makes sense. It got me thinking. If we could freeze time right now and we're stuck on whatever day it is by the time you're watching this video, what would you really do? How would you handle things? Like, for example, let's say time freezes on a Saturday. What would you do that time? Would you see a bay? Would you rob a bank? What would you do and why would you do it? Because for all you don't know when time's gonna unfreeze, and everyone else can't move but you and maybe a friend. How would you handle things? What would be like the things that's off limits to you? What would you do because you always wanted to do it but never want to get caught up doing it? You feel me? Like, I can see why every side in this anime are making the choices they do. But I always wonder, when you do bad things to achieve your goals, what does that really say about your character? why do it? Or let's say you want to achieve a goal and you know you may have to risk a biscuit or two. Why risk those biscuits when you could probably find a better option, another way? But then I realized sometimes you don't have another way. So for that girl saving her family, this is her only way. She had to team up with an organization she probably doesn't care about just for the chance of saving her family. Even organization, maybe they realize that yeah, heralds and what they're doing for their research and evil purposes are bad. But maybe they don't care because they're saying it's already in way too deep. It's their religion. It's what they do. Maybe for Juri and her family, yes, they shouldn't be fighting random people they don't know and basically killing them. But let's be fair, if somebody trying to kill you, chasing down the street, and threatening your family, what are you gonna do? Sit there and take the L and get killed? No! You have to at least fight back and at least try to survive as long as you possibly can. So the whole point of me making this video is to say, I get it now. Things are kind of twisted. Yes, if we had unlimited time, there's so much we could do. But at what price? Yes, we'd all love to have one day frozen. And maybe do some stuff we'll regret the next day, the next morning, whatever time unfreezes. But still, you can't really say what you won't and will do until the heat of the moment, until things actually play out. And for Juri, I don't know what's next for her, but I do hope she gets everything taken care of. She gets her family back, the organization leaves her alone and keeps the stone. But I don't know how it's all supposed to end. Leaving the organization, maybe the evil organization can move on and find a better goal. Get their life together, reflect on what they're doing. Because they're willing to sacrifice their own for their research. That's really creepy to me and really annoying, but I kind of get it. Religion makes people do a lot of weird stuff, ironically. And for the girl in the organization, I do hope, however things play out, she won't regret her choices too much, and she can probably improve her relationship with Juri towards the end. I don't see it happening now, but maybe later down the line. Because if someone helps you when they didn't have to, you gotta at least be cool with them. This is my mind. But I don't know from you guys. How do you perceive the world? What is right? What is wrong? Is the world truly black and white, or is it more like a gray area? And you're just trying to find your way through it best you can. And that's all I want to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me what you think. You're interested in this anime based on what I told you, or nah. What anime you think is a hidden gem this season? What anime you feel like you had to drop because it was just too trash? Let me know in the comment section below. If you want more stuff like this, y'all know what to do. King Kong on the like button. Subscribe to join my Straw Hat Fleet. Share your social media. It helps my channel tremendously, because I can't make any progress without y'all. And also follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. You're good to go. I can say so much more, but my crew needs me.